in the shadows when it comes to Leo. What are the enemies trying to do? Leos that are in their north node. Okay, we're gonna tap in to see what the enemies are trying to do in flesh and in spirit, whether it's spirits such as jinns or beings. Right away, Knight of Swords, slick energy. What does Leo need to know when it comes to the enemies? Six of Swords. Allow me to see the truth and nothing but the truth. What do they need to know about their enemies, both in flesh and in spirit? Some of you have a milestone coming your way, I'm hearing. Eight of Cups. What do they need to know? What are the enemies trying to do in the shadows? Judgment. Top of the deck. What are the enemies trying to do in the shadows when it comes to Leo? Queen of Wands. Tell me more. What are the enemies trying to do when it comes to Leo? Seven of Cups. Tell me more. Anything else? Seven of Swords right there. Seven of Pentacles. King of Wands. So you got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands matching. Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Oh, this is some trickery shit, Leo. Yeah, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Like I said, there is a milestone. You and your authority. I mean, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, that's fire energy. Some of you, you got spirits. You got spirits coming to you. They be lurking. Even I myself, I know. The lower jinns, they be coming by. And when you have that eye, when Allah gives you that eye to be able to see, for some it could drive them crazy. And this spiritual warfare is not for the weak. You're in your let me take out the earplug. You're in your power right now. And this is all sneaky ass energy. Sneaky ass energy. These energies are trying to slow you down. Seven gives me slow energy. It's like these spirits, these beings that you may come across, they trying to slow you down. They trying to slow you down. Tell me more. What else does Leo need to know when it comes to their enemies? What does Leo need to know? Wheel of Fortune. What does Leo need to know when it comes to their enemies? What's going on? Five of Wands. And this, when I was shuffling, this card was there. What else? What else? Tell me more about this Five of Wands. Why? Eight of Coins. Something you're working on, something you've been building. This feels like a milestone. You're reaching something. Tell me more about the Eight of Coins. Four of Wands, Two of Swords. Tell me more about this Two of Swords. Anything else? Ten of Wands, completion, the Lovers and the Star. Yeah. You're in this fruitful energy, whatever it is that you're doing. They trying to get you to be the opposite of what you believe who you are, how you know who you are. Know thyself. You know thyself. With the Ten of Wands being here too, it's like there's something that's being ended. There is a milestone for some of you. Okay, there is a milestone. That's what I'm feeling. Doesn't matter where you at right now. What else? What else are the enemies trying to attack? What else do they need to know? The star. Look at that. The star. It's your star-like quality. It's how you show up to the world. It's how you showing up to the world. Leos are very confident. The Ace of Cups. Baby, I got Leo on my chart too. Ten of Wands. Look at that. What else are the enemies trying to attack? What they doing in the shadows? The Hermit. They doing witchcraft. They doing evil. What else the enemies trying to attack? When I said that, look at that. High Priestess. They doing wickedness, baby. Seven of Pentacles. That shit is slow, though. Another Seven of Pentacles. What else are the enemies trying to attack? They trying to attack something you're working on. And if you've been feeling stagnant, yeah, these mother... What else? Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles. Because Leo's confident. Four of Swords. Tell me more. Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Four of Swords. What else are the enemies trying to attack? Jupiter and Libra. It's also your communication. It's how you're speaking. Five of Wands out here again. Yeah. Saturn and Taurus. Saturn and Leo. Okay. You pass a lot of tests spiritually. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. These people don't like it. Five of Cups. Tell me more. Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could be having heart pain, chest pain. Some of you could be Judgment and the Three of Pentacles. These people are doing something. Death. Yeah. Yeah, they doing something. What's gonna happen to these people? What else do they need to know? Ooh. Hold up a second. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You see something? What's gonna happen to them? What else are they trying to attack? What else is birth? It's what you're building. You have influence. You have influence and you're birthing something. All right, I'm not trying to get too personal because the last couple of reads I got a little too personal. Not everybody can handle it. when I said that discrimination. What else does Leo need to know? Why are the enemies? I felt a lot of pain right here. My energy belongs to me. Their energy belongs to them. Rebellion in reverse on top of the deck. The video stopped. I had to add more. What else does Leo need to know about these enemies? What's going to happen to them? Or what does Leo need to know? Exaltation. Huh? Tell me more. Baby, they're gonna be put to sleep, baby. That's what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna be put to sleep. Drama. Some of them may try to come in with some flattery. All right, the beings, even the spirits. These spirits are gonna push these beings to come towards you with some flattery. With drama being out here, resistance, because you're not budging. You're not budging. You're not budging out here. Get the fuck out of here. What does Leo need to know about these? Any messages from this deck? What does Leo need to know about these enemies? What does Leo need to know about these enemies? They're getting swept out. Brooms are an old and powerful symbol and tool of witchcraft. They are traditional vehicles for magical travel, essential elements of various rituals, and useful for sweeping up dust. Some of them may try to bring up old shit and start drama, right? Some of them are astral traveling to you. But they're getting swept out. What's going to happen to these enemies? Balbirith, Lord of the Covenant, is a Duke of Hell with 26 military units under his command. Demographers describe him as a soldier riding a red steed. What's going to happen to these enemies? What's going to happen to these enemies? What's going to happen? How are we going to close this out? Noble Spirit. Divine power. So you got divine power stepping in. Mental force. Fortune and fame. Remember, that's the star. That's the star energy. They're going to be in rage. All right? These energies, because self-made persons, bottom, they mad because you a self-made person. You have a lot of mental strength. And it's getting them upset with rage being here. That's why that drama card is there. Divine power. You got divine power. They're receiving roadblocks with this delay. Mission on top of the deck. Look at that. You want a mission. And these spiritualists, they disregarding rules. They disregarding rules. And every time they disregard a rule, there's a price to pay for that shit. And I ain't trying to get too personal. Unless this is a personal reading, that's different. But I'm feeling our energy right now. Any other messages when it... Father of Knives. Yeah. What else does Leo need to know? That's it. I'm hearing that's it. Hold up a second. Let me give you a message. What does Leo need to know about this situation? Strange is the case of the believer, for there is good for him in every matter. This is not the case for anyone but a believer. If joy visits him, he thanks Allah and it is good for him. If trouble befalls him, he shows patience and it is good for him. Prophet Muhammad wasallam, peace be upon him. So it's like, have patience with yourself. And these spiritual attacks are not easy. When you got spirits coming to you, lurking in your energy, it is not easy. When you're dealing with people, with beings, say for instance, like I'm on this platform doing what I'm doing. People see you. Fake individuals know you're real. Fake individuals, they have a foundation that's built out of Play-Doh. Yours isn't. They don't want Leo standing in their confidence. Judgment, right? Had and Malkut. Malkut is the 10th. That's the low. It's lower energy. Some of these individuals did animal sacrificing too. Some of these individuals did animal sacrificing. And it's a lot of But everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna be okay because you got the tools, baby. You got the tools. I don't care. I hope this message helps.